yeah, see some of your work.
I understand.
Okay,
Let's table it.
table it, motion to table, going Buckner. Second,
Second.
back it goes.
And thank you, Colin, for your willingness
Yes.
to be so flexible there.
Thanks for your presentation.
No problem. Okay. Now we just roar through the rest of these resolutions. So, Resolution 9617, to accept the minutes of the town board meeting conducted on April 20th, 2017. Motion?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? No. All in favor?
Aye.
Ava Walker. 9717, accept the financial abstract as presented to pay the town's bills.
I so move.
Thank you, John.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passed. 9817, accept the town accountant's financial report.
Aye. I mean, yeah, so moved.
Okay,
Second.
it's easy with just you two here. Discussion? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, aye and aye. Passes. Now, this is going to take a little bit. Okay. Resolution to amend 2016 budget appropriations. And just as a little background for anybody who cares to know, we do this from time to time, moving funds from one fund to another. The funds are identified by code, and this is how we manage to pay our bills. So anyways, whereas the town board to authorize the budget officer to make the following amendments to the budget appropriations for the 2016 budget. A15 to A5132.4 from A1220.4, $105. A5132.4 from A310.1, $52. A5132.4 from A310.4, $1,142. A5132.4 from A3310.4, $1,072. A5132.4 from A5010.1, $6,535. A5132.4 from A9055.8, $16. A9060.8 from A1010.4, $272. A9060.8 from A110.1, $11,902. A9060.8 to A1440.4, $19,902. A9060.8 to A1620.1, $600. A9060.8 to A7110.4, $649. A9060.8 from A7510.1, $201. A9060.8 from A1315.4, $31,840. A9060.8 from A9050.8, $3,357. A9060.8 from A9055.8, $277. B8010.1 from B3620.4, $649. B8010.1 from B9055.8, $43.70. DA 5120.4 from DA 5140.4, $1,434. DB 510.1 from DB 5112.4, $2,703. DB 5110.1 from DB 5130.2, $5,893. And last but not least, DB 5130.4 from DB 130.2, $67,000.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Discussion?
Yes.
Yeah, could you maybe just sort of like, is all of, are all these monies, you know, I mean, what's it for? I mean, you sort of said, but it's like all, you got $16 here and $37
This is
there, several thousand.
$67,000.
These are all the recommendations by the accountant on how to move the money from different budget lines.
Mhm.
You know, just to,
You know what, my issue could be dealt with, I think, computer, just in terms of how the program is used, is that if you just knew what these things were. I mean, we're moving money around, and just like we do these, where we're asked to be accountable for our abstracts and what we're paying bills for, I find it actually very helpful to go and come early and read this, not because I'm worried about so much as a mistake, is that I have a sense of what's going on. I mean, where's money being spent? Who's spending what? What's expensive? What's not expensive? You know, and I just would have if we could just put what these categories are in writing, other than the fund, you know, what it has to do with, which I'm sure we can, given how the new budget was set
I'll
up.
remind you that the accountant's report that you receive every month has these in there. But if you would like,
Yeah,
I think it's not a bad idea to.
Because I mean, I'm not going to be able to go back to the accountant's report and refer it. It just would be helpful.
But anyways, it's not a bad idea. I mean, it's hard to understand, you know.
I'm sure
Everything that's A is general fund, you know.
Yeah, I know what the funds are.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we'll make that suggestion.
Okay.
To Ms. Shaw and Mr. Rubel. Maybe he'll be happy to do it. Okay. Other than that, anything else?
We need a vote, I think.
Okay.
Do a
All in
vote.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Bills are paid. Next up, this is Resolution 100, 2017, hiring of a part-time court clerk for the town court. Whereas the part-time court clerk position for the town court at 19 hours per week has become vacant and has resulted in the need to fill the position. And whereas the town of Chatham has advertised for a part-time court clerk in the local newspapers and town website, and therefore be it resolved that Chatham Town Board authorizes the hiring of Katie Bell as part-time court clerk at a starting set rate of $15 per hour. After a 6-month probationary period, salary will increase to $16 per hour if the town is satisfied with the employee's performance.
So moved.
Second.
I'm sorry, did you read that first paragraph as 19 hours or $19?
19 hours.
Okay, you said dollars.
Pardon my tongue.
Which seemed very odd.
Any discussion? we got lucky here. She is she worked in Canaan or Copic. Their court had left there, and then they hired another person, trained that person, and that position opened, another position opened up there, but she came here.
Yeah, and it's not easy to find experience.
It's very hard to find work. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. 2. Resolution passes. More of this darn electric supplies. Resolution 10117 to adopt a permit for electric vehicle supply equipment, EVSE. Whereas the United States Department of Energy has designed a permit for electric vehicle supply equipment, EVSE, to streamline municipal permitting, which will support the growth of electric vehicles and the related equipment within the town and across the state. And whereas the town of Chatham is desirous of adopting this permit, thereby increasing the town's eligibility for various incentives and grants through the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority, now therefore be it resolved that the town of Chatham adopts the United States Department of Energy EVSE permit as attached hereto as Exhibit 1, and be it further resolved that the town board authorizes the chair of the Climate Smart Committee to complete the grant application through the streamlined permitting program to allow the town to receive a grant award up to $2,500 from the New York State Research and Development Authority for adoption of EVSE permit, and be it further resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately, and a copy of this resolution with Exhibit 1 shall be provided to the building department. I did not attach what is known as Exhibit 1. It's rather lengthy, but Beth Ann has a copy, and I have a copy. I can send you it if you need to see it, but it's gibberish. Don't even try. So, motion?
So moved.
Second.
I bet I wouldn't mind having a copy of that, just in my records.
Oh, you got it. Discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
We have to now give a copy to the building department, I guess, and they can enjoy it. Okay, that brings us to the end of the resolutions, and we're at public comment number 2 for Mr. Warweiss. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? I have a request to the town board. I would like to see the town make available copies of the comprehensive plan. Here at the town hall, the 2 libraries that serve the town, and maybe even send copies over to the fire department. And I'm talking about hard copies, because I've discovered that it's very easily found online. But I have found that a lot of people, it's a big document though, and a lot of people are not facile in making their way through electronic documents that are big like that. And I think it'd be a great service to the town, and it would behoove the town to do this as we head into the zoning implementation, to make hard copies available across the town. So, and if other people have good ideas of where else to put them.
We talked about, did you mention putting it here too?
Here, the town hall, the 2 libraries, and I thought the fire departments, because we have a lot of volunteers at those fire departments. They're also centrally located. And then, you know, advertise that fact that hard copies are available for people who aren't, you know, keen on trying to slog their way through an online document.
You could put it at the library at the high school too.
Sure.
Good place to read it.
Yep.
I might suggest the village
Ah,
also,
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, the more the merrier.
wherever.
But even, you know, I'm pretty facile online. And I gotta tell you, it's a slog online to read a
Yeah.
200-page document. So,
It's an excellent idea.
We'll have to cost it out. It's not gonna be cheap. So, with my stalwart group, we'll cost it out and let the town board know. I don't know how many copies. Do we have one available here, Beth Ann?
Yes, we do.
Just one, though?
There might even be two.
You're going crazy, right?
collect all those $10 off staple cards from as many people as you can.
Well, if we could collect all the comprehensive plans that were printed that are already out there, that would be really helpful.
Yeah. I'm not giving up mine
Good
yet.
idea.
Use it all the time.
Just put the word out that we're calling them in.
All right, but somehow I do think having these hard copies available and then,
Yeah.
putting it in the paper that they're available, I think.
So we got a couple at the town hall and maybe a couple at each of those sites.
I'll have North Chatham print its own. The library. We can eat that cost.
122 pages.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go quickly.
That's just the first section.
It'll have to be bound too. Yeah.
We should really, if we have to do any budgetary work, we should really do it tonight, because if we wait till the next board meeting, given what you said about moving forward with this process.
I think it'd be okay for workshop night, because I don't see,
Yeah, June 1st is.
Okay.
I mean, I doubt very much if we're being optimistic if everything comes back.
Well, I just want to be sure there's time for people to read it before they participate in a public comment period. As long as there's sufficient time, I don't know, I'm sure it's okay, but if there isn't sufficient time, I think we need to do it.
Okay, are you saying copies of the original plan or the one that you all have been developing?
No,
No.
that's.
No, the comprehensive plan, not the zoning.
Not the zoning.
Not the zoning, okay.
Yeah. We should probably do that too at some point, but right now, just the comprehensive plan, because it's the vision statement
Mhm.
for what's going on with the zoning.
Well,
June 1st is your next gathering,
workshop meeting.
2 weeks away.
Mm-hmm.
And were you planning to bring a draft document to that? From you and Nan?
Oh, well, not
Draft.
until it goes through John Lyons.
So it's dependent on his timeline?
Yeah.
I think you can wait. Cost it out in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that it'll slow down once it hits John.
Yeah, it always does when it hits the lawyer.
So,
Everything does.
yeah. So, because they should be bound copies also, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be insignificant. I mean, it's not gonna be real expensive, but it's gonna be an expense.
Yeah.
Figure 10 cents a page. So it's $12 and then
Yeah, it's not.
bound, so maybe not colored. So probably talking $25 when it's all said and done, maybe $25
Got a copy.
per copy, bound,
And do you have?
maybe 10 copies, $250.
Yeah.
Does that sound like I'm in the ballpark with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the second part of the plan with all the color, with the maps in it, is that available here as well? Okay.
Just sits on the shelf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
My team does. Nobody asks for it.
poor thing.
I know.
Hopefully we can change that.
Well, would you like to make a motion to allow an expenditure of up to, what's it called, $300?
I think,
Copying and binding of comprehensive plan for different,
Do you have a fund where you'd like that to come
Yeah,
from?
that's a good
Because that will be the next question.
yeah, that's what we'd have to figure out what
Right.
fund that comes from.
Well, you can
It has
take
to
it
come
from,
out of,
you can take it from the contingency fund if you want to,
well, or us.
or the board fund, or our budget.
Why don't we wait? Let's wait. We'll get Tammy's advice on that.
Where it's come from.
I mean, once the decision is made, it'll go quickly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you do it, when you do it in Chatham? Okay,
depends upon who's less expensive.
all right, what's your alternative?
Staples,
Staples?
Yeah, the two big ones,
yeah.
Chatham, State. All right, why don't we take care of that one first, and by that time Tammy can identify the best line to take it from. Thank you, Rick, good idea. Anybody else have anything? Beth Ann, our dream's gonna come true here.
You're gonna have to watch your TV show in plenty of time.
I can't even pop a bag of popcorn and be all set.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
aye.
Very good. Thank you.